What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Church Guys Like Sport.
He keeps on healing me. He keeps on healing me. Every time. I turn around. Favoring me. He keeps on favoring me. Come on, all the choir here, say, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Thank God. Thank God I'm blessed. Come on, say it again. Come on, Earl. Say every time.
Listen, I need y'all to tune in. Come on.
Thank you, Lord. Can I get one witness? Yeah. Keeps on favoring me. Oh. I'm blessed. Yes, I am. Thank God. I'm a living witness that I am. Yeah. Thank God. Come on, I need you to grab somebody and tell them this. He keeps on blessing me. Keeps on blessing me. Over and over. Oh, he keeps on.
Jay, what up, man? Yes, I am a whole day early. I had to get on here today. Listen, I ain't gonna be on here long. Listen, I had to get on here today. I had to get on here today. We gotta talk some sports. And listen, I'm going, I didn't do my show Monday because I was tired and I had a lot of stuff going on Monday. Thank y'all for your prayer that I didn't, handle some stuff at my uncle's funeral on Monday. And I didn't do the show yesterday because of fatigue as well. I had studio sessions and all that. But today, I said, I'm coming on. I got a special episode today. I got to get on here today. And I'm mainly on here to talk about these Brooklyn Nets. And as you can see, I am a New York Knicks fan. As you can see, I love my New York Knicks. And the Brooklyn Nets made some move. And I know all y'all phony Brooklyn Nets fans out here, you can't be no Brooklyn Nets fan and talking about you hate the Knicks. The Knicks will always be a New York team. New York will always be a Knicks town. So let's talk about these Brooklyn Nets, who are the New Jersey Nets, Drazen Petrovic Nets. Let's talk about them for a moment. First thing, they ain't doing too much better than the Knicks. Let's get that out there. They ain't doing too much better. Now, Stephen A. said something yesterday, and I agree. Kyrie Irving has a problem. Don't nobody know where he is. Don't nobody know if he coming back to play. And there's no way, you got LeBron and them boys out west. Let me say this, and I'm going to say this, I'm not a LeBron fan, but I give the man his respect. I don't think he's the GOAT, but when it comes to off the court stuff, ain't nobody better. LeBron has fought for social justice. LeBron has fought for our rights. LeBron has taken on Trump head on. LeBron has built schools in the hood. And while he was doing all that, he was still playing basketball. While he was doing all of that, he was still on the court balling. Dumb Kyrie Irving see a police shooting and he get upset and say, I don't want to play no more. And I told y'all, if Kyrie gonna do that, they just shot another black man in Texas the other day on his front yard. He was mentally ill. Every week, you're going to see a black man get shot by the police. Every week, you're going to see racists acting crazy. But just like some of y'all right now on your job, you still got to get up and go to work. No matter what happened at the Capitol last week, I still had to get up and go to church and do my job. Kyrie Irving is a nut job. And I told y'all he was practicing that witchcraft when he was over there burning that sage and all that and worshiping rocks. You see, listen here. All that, we don't do that. This is a Holy Ghost, hand clapping, foot stomping, tongue talking church. We don't do all that burning of the sage, raising the dead spirits and all this foolishness. Something wrong with Kyrie Irving. I told y'all. He can dribble that ball, but there's something wrong in that brain. We don't do all that moon rocks and stuff. You better stop with that witchcraft. Keep playing with that witchcraft. And all of this stuff that's going on now, all this happened when y'all crazy folks took that broom and stood it up in the air in your houses. As soon as you took that broom and stood it up, here come the COVID-19. You better stop all that. Something's wrong with Kyrie Irving. You don't get paid $35 million to play basketball and you wake up and say, I don't feel like playing. If they gave me $35, I'll be there right now. $35 million and you say you don't feel like playing. And what the Brooklyn Nets should do is terminate his contract right now. And then he got to go work at Home Depot somewhere or Guitar Center. How about that, Kyrie? So what the Brooklyn Nets did yesterday, they know Kyrie ain't coming back. They know he ain't coming back, so they go get James Harden. Because there's no way in the world. See, James Harden and Kevin Durant, they played together before. Their games, they can go off with each other. You know, they're different kind of players. But there's no way in the world you're going to have James Harden and Kyrie on the same team with Kevin Durant. That ain't going to work. So they already know. Listen, you heard it here first on Church Guys Like Sports. They already know that Kyrie ain't going to be a part of this. Kyrie Irving is a diva. Yes, he is. And listen, and all y'all net fans getting hyped up, this is not the same James Harden. This James Harden, he ain't dropping 40 points until he dropped 40 pounds. I ain't never seen somebody so out of shape. James Harden looked like a drummer. He looked like a Kojic drummer. I said it, and y'all get mad at me all you want, because you know these drummers be walking around here out of shape. Hardly some of there's very few drummers out here that are in shape. James Harden walking around here looking like a church drummer, just big and breathing all heavy. I know somebody's gonna get offended, but you look at these drummers. These drummers is big. They big. They overweight. They breathe heavy. They can't hardly get through a 15-minute praise break. And James Harden walking around here just like that. Because he did that because he didn't want to play in Houston. So now he's with the Nets. You think he gonna lose that weight by the time playoff time come? You think James Harden gonna lose that weight by the time the playoffs come? James Harden walking around here looking like a bass player. Well, you know, I don't know who's more out of shape. And this is Church Guys Like Sports. Welcome. Who's more out of shape in the band? The drummers or the bass players or the organists? See, you got some organists, we pretty decent. We in pretty decent shape. But them drummers, you know, breaking seats and whatnot, loose here. And that's exactly what James Harden looked like. He looked like a church drummer. He don't even give James Harden a gym bag. Give him a drum bag. You remember James Harden used to wear all them crazy clothes and stuff? He don't do that no more. Oh, no. He got to wear stuff that fit now. Got to wear stuff that's comfortable. You see, look how out of shape he is. And he got to get himself together. So Brooklyn Nets, y'all are not getting the MVP James Harden. Y'all getting the Chinese food eating James Harden. A whole pizza pie eating James Harden. Amen. I ain't trying to start no musician war. Y'all tell me, everybody that's on here, which instrument, which musicians are the most out of shape? You got drummers, bass players, organists. Out of them three, which ones are the most out of shape? You tell me. I ain't gonna bother with the choir because them altos is something, but I ain't gonna bother with that. Somebody said the bass player. I don't know. But whatever it is, James Harden, you see, if that, and they say that's the big three. That's the big three. Kevin Durant, he's balling. He doing his thing. But now James Harden, who's out of shape, and Kyrie Irving, who is missing in action. Where is Kyrie Irving? Can somebody tell me where Kyrie Irving is? And I wouldn't trust him. KD came to Brooklyn to play with Kyrie. Jake Langley said the drummers every day. Kevin Durant came to Brooklyn to play with Kyrie. Now, I don't know, Kyrie, I think there's something wrong with Kevin Durant too. I think it's something wrong with Kevin Durant too, because I'm looking at him every week. I look at him. I'm like, I know this man can go get a haircut. I know Kevin Durant got enough money to go get some wave grease, sporting wave grease, or some Dax, and rub that on his head and brush it a few times until it start to wave up. I ain't never seen nothing like this. His hair looked like a bowl of black-eyed peas. You are making $40 million a year. And you know why? You know who I blame? I blame women. Because some women don't care what you look like long as you got money. But whoever his woman is, and you say, I know you got money, I know you got these Benzes and Bentleys, but you gonna brush this hair. Matter of fact, you come here, I'm gonna comb your hair, I'm gonna brush your hair. You ain't no woman on here, this because church girls like sports too. Ain't no woman on here gonna go out with Kevin Durant with his hair looking like that. You gonna tell him, you gonna brush this hair. You gonna comb it, you gonna brush it, or you gonna keep a hat on. You gonna do something with this hair. You can't pick it. Maybe he got alopecia of the scalp or something. I don't know. Something's wrong up there. He looked like buckwheat. It don't look good. Permit or something. He gonna do something. Y'all know y'all wouldn't be in no restaurant talking about Kevin Durant taking me on a date, and y'all ain't gonna at least say, are you gonna comb your hair? My wife wouldn't let me go out there like that. And whoever his woman is, I don't believe Kevin Durant is married. But he got a woman somewhere. And she ought to make him comb that hair or cut it bald. Cut it off. Go bald. But we can't keep looking at that. I'm sick of looking at this mess. And it's been going on for years. I am sick of looking at this mess. This mess been going on for years. We got to sit there and look at Kevin Durant. Put a do-rag on. Play with a do-rag on. Jesus, his scalp is nappy. Somebody he can do something. LeBron had that hairline problem. He fixed that. He went and got him some, that grow the hair just for men growing it, the grow the hair. That's when they take hair from other places and put it on your head. Hair. Kevin Durant need hair surgery. He up there sitting there, got his Achilles fixed and got his leg. He broke his leg, got his leg fixed and got surgery on that. Now you need scalp surgery, Kevin Durant. So this big three that everybody's hyped over is not going to work. First of all, Kyrie Irving is nowhere to be found, and we don't know if he's coming back. James Harden is overweight, and if it's something he don't, and let's deal with James Harden. Don't forget, James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook were all on the same team. They did lose to LeBron in the finals. That's old news. That's old news. But James Harden in Houston, they gave him everything he asked for. He wanted Chris Paul. They gave him Chris Paul. He wanted Russell Westbrook. They gave him Russell Westbrook. And now he's played with the best point guards in the league. He played with Chris Paul, Hall of Famer. Russell Westbrook, another Hall of Famer. And then they bring John Wall over there. And if you ain't checked it out with the Rockets, John Wall is balling. And he wants out. And now he's with Brooklyn. So it's going to be much of the same. Now, there's been some new rules because COVID is going crazy in the NBA. And I'm trying to be as serious as I can because, this COVID is the real deal. COVID is going crazy in the NBA. There are cases, and they had to even postpone the Celtics game. They had to postpone a couple of games because of the COVID cases. So the new rules are this. You cannot allow visitors in your hotel room. That's what they said. Players can no longer, and they put this, players can only greet each other with a fist bump or elbow bump. They can't do no more than that. And on the bench, you have to have your mask on. And on the bench, you must be 6 to 10 feet away from each other. Some things don't make no sense to me. So on the court, we can be tight and huddled up and touching on each other. But when we get on the bench, we got to separate 6 feet so we don't get COVID. So what the heck going to happen on the court? The next thing, they're going to have the players playing in a mask. Listen, I can't hardly run in a mask. These players can't play with a mask on. And after you come on the bench, after being in the game and your adrenaline is high, you can't sit down on the bench with a mask on. You need to breathe. They're going to kill somebody going to get killed. Some of these players got asthma, and some of y'all that got that asthma, them masks can't stay on all day long. And y'all remember when Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas, they used to kiss before every game. Every time they played each other, they would kiss each other on the cheek. Sometimes it looked like they got close to the mouth. I don't kiss no man on the cheek. That's some funny stuff that was going on with Magic and Isaiah. I know we like Magic and we like Isaiah, but listen, I don't kiss my brothers on the cheek. All that cheek kissing. So now Dwight Howard has complained because they told Dwight Howard he can no longer slap his teammates on the butt. Dwight Howard has a written complaint complaining to the NBA officials and the leaders of the NBA. He says slapping your teammate on the butt is part of competition. It encourages them. Oh, I can't make this up. And Dwight Howard has signed a petition. He's trying to get all the players to, we should be able to slap each other on the butt. Dwight Howard, calm yourself down. You take your corona hands and go, you want to slap somebody on the butt and give them corona in the butt. That's what you want to do, Dwight Howard. You trying to give somebody COVID-19 in the butt. Allegedly. Thank you, William Brown. Allegedly, I don't want to get no trouble. Supposedly, this is what Dwight Howard had said. Because he do more slapping on the butt than he do blocking the basketball. And he is highly upset. He says you're taking away the essence of the game if he can't slap his teammates on the butt. Sound kind of strange to me. Listen, I'm all for playing. I'm all for athletics and stuff. But look, you ain't gotta be slapping me on my butt all that much. You ain't got to be. This ain't no strip club. This is the basketball court. This is the NBA. You ain't gonna be slapping me on my butt, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard wants to slap butts. I said it, and I ain't taking it back. Dwight Howard is supposedly upset because of the new rules in the NBA that say you can't be but this far away from folks, and they are only allowing fist bumps and elbow bumps. But Dwight Howard says he likes to slap on the butt, and he's upset about it. Dwight Howard, slapping on the butt is a personal foul. Dr. Chris Burton said it. I didn't say it. Loose here with that spirit. He got a spirit on him. And nobody want to say nothing about it. Y'all know that boy got a spirit on him. He was out there braiding hair in the bubble, braiding folks' hair. Dr. Harden. He was out there braiding folks' hair in that bubble. He braided Rondo's hair. Look at the bubble. All of them, he braided JaVale McGee's hair. They wasn't getting the haircuts. They were getting their hair braided. And until Anthony Davis said enough of this mess, and he got something else done. Ain't no man got no business braiding another man's hair. We don't do that. Because you got to sit between his legs for him to braid your hair. I'm not sitting between no grown man legs, let him braid my hair. Dwight Howard, loose hair. The devil is a liar. You gonna stay this 6 feet apart, and you ain't gonna slap nobody on the butt, Dwight Howard. I'm talking to you. All right. I didn't get to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans. My brother Danny Wright, God bless his soul, he was a Pittsburgh Steeler fan, and I never got to it. But the Pittsburgh Steelers blew that game. They're trying to get Mike Tomlin fired. Ben Roethlisberger, I ain't never seen him play a game that bad. Never in all my days have I seen Big Ben play like that. The Cleveland Browns can't be that good that they whip on. They was up 28-0 in the first quarter. So I believe that Pittsburgh Steelers going to fire Mike Tomlin before this playoffs is over. Before the beginning of next year, they're going to fire Mike Tomlin. And when they do, the New York Jets going to be right here saying, "Come on, we want." Because soon as they get rid of Mike Tomlin, the Jets better be on the first thing to his house. I don't care, helicopter plane, Mercedes limo, go to Mike Tomlin's house and offer him the biggest contract you can give him. Because Mike Tomlin is a great football coach. He's not a good one. He's a great football coach. And we'll take him. Y'all don't want him, we'll take him. And again, shout out to the Washington football team. They did really good. The Washington football team, that boy Chris, whatever his name, Taylor Heineke, you better keep him. You better keep him. Now, I want to go back to the NBA because LeBron did something the other night. And he was kind of paying homage to Steph Curry. We know LeBron not to be no great three-point shooter. But what he did, he took a three-pointer in the corner and turned his back like Steph Curry would do. And that's what LeBron did. And he actually hit the three. LeBron having a lot of fun out there. He's having a lot of fun out there in LA. It's looking good for the Lakers. They smiling. Kyrie Irving has disappeared. LeBron having a lot of fun. But don't play with this Steph Curry. Don't you go out. I'm telling y'all, Steph Curry is something different. And when Steph Curry really feel like balling, don't count them Golden State Warriors out. Because Steph Curry, he's already proven he can drop 62 easy. That was an easy 62 points he dropped. Don't go out there playing games. Don't be out there smiling and laughing, LeBron. Because when the playoff comes, it's going to get serious. It's going to get serious. All right? Don't be out there making fun of Steph Curry's three-pointers. Because Steph Curry do that from half court. He'll shoot a three-pointer in your face and smile at you and point at you. If I were playing against Steph Curry, me and him would have to fight because he likes to embarrass you. And LeBron, that was a little shot you did. Shot the ball in the corner, then turned around and like, it's automatically going in. You ain't that kind of shooter, LeBron. All right? So if y'all find Kyrie Irving, let me know. I don't know if he's dressed like Uncle Drew or whatever. But if y'all find Kyrie Irving, let Steve Nash and the boys know. But I think they're getting ready to get rid of him. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed Church Guys Like Sports too. Thank you for joining us. Listen, go get this new single. It's called I'm Blessed by Pastor David Wright and the New York Fellowship Mass Choir. Download it today, right now. Listen, put something in the Cash App. Cash App is $ David Wright Music. You can do that right now. And I want you to remember, you can love God, go to church, and still love sports. All right, y'all. Peace out.